They buried him in a shallow grave. His only crime was daring to succeed where his friends had failed. This is the heartbreaking story of Maxwell. But Maxwell's story did not begin in the grave. It began in the quiet village of Amachara. Maxwell was the only son of his aged parents. His father was a humble bicycle repairer, worked hard every day to put food on the table, while his mother sold fresh vegetable leaves at Nkwo Amachara markets. They were poor, but they loved him dearly. Maxwell carried in his heart a burning desire to succeed. Whenever he returned home from the University of Lagos during holidays, he would help his father in his bicycle repair workshop. His mother often prayed for him, saying, "My son, one day the world will hear your name." Life at the university wasn't easy for Maxwell. At the University of Lagos, Maxwell studied hard. Many nights he slept hungry. Many nights he read with candlelight because his parents could not afford electricity bills. Yet he never gave up. Against all odds, Maxwell graduated successfully. After his graduation, he went for his NYSC National Youth Service Corps, filled with hope for a brighter future. But after service, the reality of life hit him hard. There were no jobs. Maxwell applied to many companies, but rejection letters became his daily bread. Still, he refused to give up. To survive, Maxwell humbled himself and took on small jobs in Lagos, sometimes at a car wash, sometimes doing Osahia business, that is buying and selling goods at the busy Alaba International Market. People often laughed at him for doing menial jobs despite being a graduate. They mocked him and said, "So, this is what a graduate is doing." But Maxwell always said, "A man who refuses to give up will surely rise one day." Through it all, Maxwell's friends stood by him. They often gather to relax, laugh, watch football, and share dreams of a better tomorrow. Maxwell believed they were like brothers to him. One fateful day, Maxwell attended an interview at Coca-Cola HBC Nigeria Beverages. To his greatest joy, he was offered a good job. That night, Maxwell's heart was overflowing with happiness. He rushed home, called his friends, and shared the wonderful news with them. "My brothers, God has done it. I finally got the job. Let's celebrate." He was so excited. To Maxwell, it was time to celebrate. But to his friends, it was time to destroy him. What Maxwell didn't know was that the same friends he trusted were secretly envious of him. Instead of being happy, their hearts were filled with jealousy. They asked themselves, why should Maxwell, the son of a poor bicycle repairer, be the one to find favor while we remain in the same place? To Maxwell, it was time to celebrate, but to his friends, it was time to destroy him. Days later, Maxwell met with them at their usual restaurant. After eating and drinking, they told him they wanted to take him somewhere, pretending to celebrate. Trusting them with all his heart, Maxwell followed. There they betrayed him. And tragically, that was the last time anyone in Amachara Village saw him alive. His so-called friends lured him to a lonely place, killed him in cold blood, and buried him in a shallow grave. The next day, Maxwell's absence raised questions. Nobody saw Maxwell. His girlfriend, Nancy, who loved him dearly, asked his friends if they knew where he was. But they pretended, saying they hadn't seen him. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. Nancy's heart was restless, but she never gave up searching. Then, 2 months later, one afternoon, Nancy was at a restaurant sipping a soft drink quietly at the corner. By fate, Maxwell's friends were at the same restaurant, laughing loudly. They didn't see Nancy, but she heard them. With arrogance and no remorse, they mocked Maxwell's death. By now, ants would have eaten his body. He thought he could intimidate us with his good fortune. Now let him remain in the land of no return. Nancy's hands shook. Tears rolled down her cheeks. The truth was now clear. Without hesitation, she went straight to the police and reported them. After investigations, Maxwell's killers were arrested and sentenced to prison. Maxwell's death brought great sorrow to Amachara Village. His old parents wept bitterly, crying day and night. His mother often sat at the market with empty baskets, staring into the distance, whispering, "My son, my joy, my hope, why did they take you from me?" And so the village of Amachara learned a painful lesson. Not everyone who laughs with you is truly your friend. Envy is a silent killer. Celebrate others, for your own time will surely come. Be careful who you trust, for betrayal often comes from the closest ones. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel and see you in my next video. Bye.